Hi lovelies, my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup Misfit. And as you can tell, not only by the title, but the fact that I'm not wearing makeup today, is I'm going to sit down and do my first get ready with me with you guys. So I'm going to try and post one of these on a monthly basis. Now, I didn't do January, but from February throughout the rest of the year, I want to have at least, I'm thinking only one get ready with me a month. So we are just going to kind of get into this. Now, I don't think I'm really going to show you guys what I'm using because I do just kind of want to chat a little bit. And what I was thinking of talking to you guys about today is more or less what I'm looking at having my year be. What I want it to look like, things I kind of want to do, and how I kind of plan to like save up for this kind of stuff, which that is kind of a topic in itself, which we're going to talk on. And I'm kind of excited about it. So first we're just going to start doing my makeup. So these glasses are coming off. I do want to just mention that lately I've been doing like my eyes first and then the rest of my base. So I'll do like the top half because I kind of prep my eyes a little bit with foundation, and then I use my lid setting shade, my primer, and this and that. And then I do the rest of my face afterwards. But for this video, we're going to do it the way I used to. So base first and then eyes. So we're gonna just start off with my bronzer because that's where I'm at right now. So this year is kind of the year that I want to like actually do things. Have this year be a little bit different in the sense of like trying different things, going on different adventures, taking different trips, that sort of thing. Maybe even getting a new job. Now, if I work with anybody who is watching this, which I kind of doubt, because there's a very few people who actually know about this that I work with, it's just on the DL. We're not going to talk about it. But it is something that I am thinking about. And I just really want this year to be different. Like, of course, every year you're like, oh, this is going to be my year. But at the end of 25, I truly kind of had this thought that this is going to be a good year. And it was more of like an inner knowing opposed to just like being hopeful about it and just being like, oh yeah, this is going to be my greatest year ever. With that like hopefulness behind like the statement, it's more of like I actually know that this is going to be like a good year. I'm going to get to experience things and do things that I haven't been able to do over the last few years or so. Now, one of those things is going to be going on a trip with a friend of mine who we used to do like annual trips, whether we went a couple hours across the border or we went to Winnipeg. It was always kind of like the same trip. It was mainly like one of those two places, but this time we were talking about it, and I had mentioned it last year that we need to do something. It's been a while. We should go next year, as in this year. And her and I went for dinner for her birthday, which we also went to a place that I've never been to. So that was like kind of the start of like actually getting into trying new things, doing new things. Even though it was her birthday, she suggested two places and told me to just choose where I wanted. One of them I had been to, but it's been years. And then the other one was like a brand new place that I had never tried before. And I've been like kind of hemming and hawing about trying it, but I also want to try and get to every restaurant, like local restaurant in town, just to say that I've been there, because there's been some that have closed that I've never tried before. So I've always had this like I want to hit every place at least once mentality. And we went to this one that I hadn't been to before, and it was great. And while we were sitting down at dinner, I guess it was dinner, we were talking about going on a trip. And I live in Ontario. I live in Northern Ontario, kind of secluded, and I've never really been to Southern Ontario, which is kind of a little mind-blowing, but it is also like super far away at the same time. Like Ontario is a very big province, and like a flight is only a couple of hours from here to Toronto. And for somebody who lives where I do, to not actually go to Toronto or like never spent a day or a weekend there is kind of like, again, a little mind-blowing. I've been to the airport and that's pretty much it. The only place I've been in Southern Ontario is basically London, Ontario. I stayed with my friend, a small town outside of there where she was living a few years ago. And Other than spending like a few days down there, I've never really been anywhere in Southern Ontario. So my friend has been to Ottawa quite a bit, and she feels like she's comfortable with getting around where we would both actually have a good time and not necessarily feel like we're going to be panicking, trying to figure out how to get someplace and spend so much time, you know, mapping things out, where we could actually like go and enjoy ourselves. I'm missing one of my brushes. I will be right back. As I was saying, we are going to go to Southern Ontario, and I'm excited about it. So with all of this and doing things or having things that I want to do with my house this year, there is a lot of saving that I'm going to need to do, which is totally fine. I've actually started to pick up extra shifts at work, and I'm going to be working. I already know. You guys already know. And if you don't, if you're new, I work 2 jobs. I have a full-time and a part-time job. So I work 6 days a week. So Saturdays, which is today, is the only day that I have off. I work Sunday through Friday. And I'm going to be also working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights on top of it all. I've been doing Monday nights for the last few months already, and I'm just adding more onto it. But what I'm actually excited about, which makes this whole thing kind of exciting, is how I plan to actually like save for all of these things, and this trip especially. Now, I don't have a dollar amount as of yet. Like, we literally just started talking about it, so like we haven't planned anything yet. But we're thinking of going sometime in September. I just needed like a rough time frame just so I can try and like have an idea about booking vacation, because for some reason we need to book our vacation so early in the year. We don't have to, but we are supposed to. So we just said sometime in September maybe. So what we are kind of gonna have to start doing is saving for it, obviously. And what I love and what I used to do, and I didn't do it at all last year, and I kind of regret not doing it, is cash stuffing. Now, if you have heard of cash stuffing, put your hands up in the comments. Let's chat about it, because I think it's so much fun, and it's a good way to put money aside to save up for certain things. Now, I usually would watch Lily Budgets, and she's kind of the one that I started watching that really got me into this. I've been watching this and like known about this and been doing this for like years at this point. And I think Maggie from My Life Megs has also started doing this. I don't know when she started exactly, because I haven't gone back to go look. But I was watching her January stuffing from this year so far, and it's just something that I find is a fun way to save up for certain things. Now, I do have 3 different cash stuffing binders. They all have different envelopes in them that I have labeled, from Kay's Wallet, who is a Canadian. She has a store on Etsy. That's where I bought them from. She also does cash stuffing videos, except I don't think she's done them for a while now. But basically, like, I know Lily has a binder for bills. So she'll throw like, you know, money every month into, or every payday, or however she does it, she'll cash out her like Etsy shop paycheck, and she'll divide it up and put money into her gas bill, her water, her whatever, her rent, her mortgage. And then like she's got other stuff to actually like save up for. So the way that I do it is I have 3 binders. One is more so like the fun stuff. One is more of things that I want to actually like focus in on and save up for. And then the other one is kind of like here and there, but like money saving challenges as well. So I'm really thinking that with working so much more, I get paid my part-time job on a weekly basis. So I have a few things that I want to put the money towards before I actually take out my paychecks to cash stuff with. But I'm thinking like within a month, because I get paid weekly, if I do the math correctly, after about a month, I should be able to take my full paycheck out. So this time next month, and do cash stuffing with it. And I think I want to do that on a weekly basis. Now, let me know if it's something that you're interested in, because I did kind of have a small idea of even starting another channel for this. I have an idea in mind, which I think is super cute. Or I can just do a monthly version and do it on this channel here, except it's not like makeup related, so I don't know if that's something that I want to throw onto this channel. It kind of is, because I don't know how much I really want to start a second channel or how much work it's going to be to start a second channel. But I'm just curious to see if that's something that you guys are interested in. Now, I absolutely love the idea. I will link Lily Budgets down below. She's super like calm and chill when she does hers. I will link Maggie from My Life Megs down below as well. And you can just kind of watch theirs to get a bit of an idea. Now, I think that I have like money saving challenges that I want to do and like restart as well. And one of them is called like 1% pay. And from when I first found out about it, I kind of tweaked it a little bit, because I think the way it's supposed to work is you take every payday, like your first payday, you would take 1% of what you make and you put it away. And then after like either the first check or the first month or however you want to do it, you bump it up to 2%, and then you take 2% out and then you put it away. I tweaked it so I'm just taking out 1% every paycheck. I don't need to bump up the thing. So for example, I will go every payday and take out like, let's say $100, and it doesn't even have to be a lot. I'll take out $100 and I will divide that up between whatever categories I feel like I need to save for at that time. And I will put $15 into my 1% pay. And then the rest of the money I will divvy up between like an emergency fund, my credit, my hair, because I'm getting my hair done soon and I'm so excited about it. I'm gonna get it done this month in February towards the end, because I want it kind of close to my birthday. My birthday is March 3rd, so I do kind of want to have it done before then, but like not so close to where I'm like still getting used to it. But I'm excited. And then I'm also like, you know, I have like car maintenance. So that's one that I will continue to just like add money into all of the time, take it out when I need to go get an oil change, but like continue to put money into it. I will have one for my trip. I will have an envelope for when I go see my friend who lives out of town. Like there's just little things that I think it's like I just think it's a lot of fun. I don't know. Maybe you guys aren't going to, but whoops. But I truly think it's just like really fun to kind of sit there and like sometimes the envelopes only get like $5 every payday, so it's a slow build, but after a couple months you're like, oh, you've got like an extra $40 or $60 you can put towards this thing or whatever. So I really want to focus in on a couple of things this year, this trip being one of them, and just really see how much I can build up. Now I do have like a casual third job, and the money that I make from there is going to go directly to this trip. So the tips, the cash, it's going to go directly to this trip, because I want to build this one up the most. I kind of have a dollar amount in mind, but I'm really not sure how far off or how close to a number I should be. Say we go for like a week, I have no idea what that number should be. And I know we will discuss it later, but right now I have like a large amount just because I want to like go above and not have like too little. But I also really want to like redo some of the flooring in my house, paint some of my walls upstairs, redo some of the downstairs, and build this little like reading nook area and build bookcases, because I can't seem to find the ones that I'm looking for. And like, you know what I mean? Like there's just so much that I want to do. I want to paint the outside of my house. I want to get new seating for outside, because I go outside and I read all of the time in the summer, and the chairs that I've gone through over the last like 4 years have all disintegrated on me one way or another. So it's like I kind of really want to focus in on certain things, and those are like my main projects for the year. But I'm excited to even just like be able to bring in something new to the house. So tying this back to like trying new things and new experiences and just doing new things, you know, redoing some of my house and making it look different and like fresh and new and me, and just like all of this stuff. Like I'm just so excited for it all, because I think that this year, like I said, is really going to be a good year. And if I do end up getting a different job, so I work in a corporation that has a bunch of different departments all over the city, and I can jump from department to department, and I might be doing that. I might, because sometimes I'm just tired. I'm tired of like where I'm at. I'm tired of what I'm doing. I enjoy it, but I think there's just like so many little things that build up that I'm just tired, and I think it's time to kind of move on. Unfortunately, there's not much out there right now for where I'm at, but I will find something. And I think that that's going to be another change this year, is getting a new position elsewhere and meeting new people, and like just I'm just ready to kind of do that and just see where things go, see where things take me. Like I've been in the position that I've been in for like going on to 6 years, if not longer, because when I was temping for the couple of years that I was in this department like multiple times, like 3 to 4 times. So it was like eventually I became permanent in this position, and I think it's like I've been there permanently for, it'll be 6 years this summer. And it's just like, it's a long time. So I think I'm just kind of like ready to meet new people and see how things go and try out different things and all that sort of stuff. But again, there needs to be things that are available for me to be able to do that, and lately there really hasn't been. So again, I just think that like this year is the year that I want to really sit down and figure out like the different things that I want to do. And it doesn't all have to be done within this year, obviously, but that would be a lot. But like go and experience things. Like one thing that I'm a little upset and sad about is Avril Lavigne's on tour still. She was on tour last year. I wanted to go see her so bad. When I found out she was going to be in Winnipeg last September, I found out like 2 weeks beforehand. Couldn't go, and then I found out she was continuing her tour, and I really want to go, but with the amount of weeks of vacation that I have and how things are working, like next year I get an extra week, so I could have made it work. I can't make it work this year. Me and one of my friends, we work together, we wouldn't be able to go at the same time, and she would be going with me, and it's just this whole kind of thing that's like unfortunately a little disappointing. That, you know, we can't make it work. But it's like there's certain things that I would just like love to do. I just really want this year to be like more so new experiences, but that falls into like trying new restaurants, new adventures, new trips, all that kind of stuff, and just like really be in the moment and enjoy it, and not just like go through the motions of certain things. Like new experiences in every sort of which way. Even with the new job, if I end up getting a new job, it's still a new experience. It's a new, I don't know, new everything. Like, sorry. I'm having a hard time rambling here and like trying to do my makeup at the same time, but I just think that it's something that I'm just pairing shades together at this point. I don't even know if what I'm doing is looking good. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking like, I just want to try things. I just want to do things. I'm just kind of tired of like being in the same spot consistently for so long and not feeling like I'm getting anywhere really. And if you know what that's like, it's not the greatest feeling. Like you need to adventure off. I don't like being stuck. And as much as I like routine, I also don't. And I know everyone's like, oh, I can't get by without doing a routine and stuff like that. And I get it, because like I'm kind of similar, but at the same time, it's just like I need change, and I need like spur of the moment, and I need that excitement. And sometimes you get that and sometimes you just don't. And when you don't for so long and you kind of need that just to bring a little bit of excitement into a certain portion of your life, it's just like draining and it's tiring. And yeah, I just think that this year is going to be a good year in different ways, but I'm excited about it. And I know that I've been rambling and I have no idea if any of this makes sense. I know I went on about this cash stuffing thing, which I'm really excited about because I am getting back into doing that, and that even pulls in like the different experience in a sense of a different way to save and a different way to, I think it just makes it fun. I think it's a fun way to do things. You can just go in, dip into it, like all of a sudden you have, you know, a couple $100s in one category, and like I can go and take my trip money and use it on my trip, or I can go and like get my hair done like I said I'm going to be doing, and I'm excited for that. And it's just this whole thing. Like if you're interested in seeing that, let me know. because I would be kind of interested in trying to do a video on it or two, and maybe even just to kind of like test it out and see how it works. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of at a loss right now for where I'm trying to get at what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to finish off my eye look because I left my brow gel in the bathroom, but I also need to do my liner and my mascara in there. So I will come back and we will finish up. One sec. I am back with the final look, and I actually really enjoy this. I just kind of put a couple shimmers on my lid, but I really like how it turned out. It's very like pastel-y, which kind of reminds me of the Pastel Dreams palette from Gimme Glow that I was focusing on for my level 4 project level up last year. My glasses are so spotty right now. It's a little unbelievable. But that is the look, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So like I said, I know I was rambling a lot. I don't really know where I left off. But more or less, this year I want to just make it fun, make it adventurous, try new things, new experiences, and just like be happy this year. And I think that trying to save for it can also be a very fun type of way to do it. Like this cash stuffing thing is a fun way of trying to save for anything really, because you just put the money aside. You think about, you know it's there, but you don't really think about it so much. You're not trying to, it's the same thing, I guess, as like having a bunch of different accounts that you can just put money into, but this just seems that much more like hands-on and fun, and I really enjoy it. I know I've mentioned it a couple times already, but you know how she goes. I just tend to ramble, especially when I'm doing these like get ready with me. So that is it for this one. So we are going to end it here. So I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this. Again, if you want me to talk about certain things, or if there's questions that you guys have for me that you want me to kind of answer while I do a get ready with me one of these months, then leave comments, questions, topics, that sort of stuff down below. I will go through everything and, you know, kind of pick and choose what I might want to do. And as I said in the beginning, I'm going to do this on a monthly basis. So the first one happens to be in February, but that's totally fine. And that is it for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.